Let me share my screen. You can able to see my screen, right? Vero? Yeah, that's good. Uh, so, hope you all from non-SAP background, correct? Anyone from SAP? SAP background? No, right? Okay, that's okay. So, our topic is SAP Master Data Governance. It is one of the module in SAP. So it is the most popular module in SAP, and we can get good compensation after completion of this course. Uh, at least you can get a 12 lakh package on this particular course. So in the future also, we have a lot of opportunities on this particular topic. So before that, first we have to know some uh, basics before coming to this master data governance. It's an advanced topic. So before that, we need to get to know some basic information about SAP. So that is important. First, I will give you this short introduction about master data governance. Then we'll move on to the SAP basics. Then after, we'll proceed with the master data governance actual topics. Because of that is a prerequisite. Okay, without knowing this SAP basics, we cannot move further. So if you explain this master data governance, you can't able to digest the subject. Because there is some basic sessions we have. This complete week we can cover only SAP basic, and from the next week onwards we can go with the master data governance actual sessions. Okay, so here the master data generally regularly we are using this data. Our day to day life, we are regularly we are using master data. So what is master data? Can anyone tell me? I hope everyone know about this. So okay, forget about it. What is KYC? KYC documents, KYC related data. What is KYC? Can you hear me, right, everyone?
Yes, knowing your customer or
Yeah,
client
yeah,
or
yeah.
something regarding that.
Yeah, I'm not asking about abbreviation. Just
Okay.
what is KYC data?
It's the data which tells about our own identity,
Okay,
that you
okay,
are the person.
okay. So okay, you know the Aadhaar card details, PAN card details, passport details, bank account details. So what type of data it is? It's a master data. So if you say, for example, everyone having the Aadhaar card. So if you do any changes in your Aadhaar card, is it possible to you directly? Directly, is it possible to change the details? No, it's not possible because of those details. That is the owner of the data. You are the owner of the data, but you can't able to do the changes. So master data, it's a key data. It is stored in the centralized location. We cannot change often. So once it is entered into the system, if you do any changes in the master data, we require certain roles and authorization. Then only the data might change. You can change through set of roles and authorizations once we enter. So that is the reason if you create Aadhaar card application, PAN card application, it will take it takes minimum 7 days. Why they are taking 7 days? Because of they are validating your documents. Because of this is the master main key data. Once we enter, it wouldn't be duplicate in the future. On the same number, this is the because of this is the primary data. We cannot do the changes directly. So this kind of data we are calling like a master data. So this master data, to change anything in this master data, to creation or change any kind of changes in the master data, we required set up roles and authorizations. So this is set of roles and authorizations are required. So to change this master data, we require certain roles and authorization. This roles and authorizations we are calling like a governance process. The governance, it is indicating this, it is a set of roles, and authorization. Through that, this roles and authorization, we can do the changes in the master data. That can be possible. So our complete SAP module, MDG module, it's roaming around this master data and to maintain the governance. That governance means set up roles and authorizations, how to maintain. So it is every company having a master data. It's a gatekeeper for every kind of any kind of application, any kind of business scenario. Master data is a gatekeeper. Without master data, they cannot enter any kind of data. On top of it, inside this master data, we can assign the transactional data. Transactional data, we can do the changes. So transactional data, transaction, but for example, bank address details. Bank address details is the master data. Bank transactions, credit and debits, that is a transactional data. The number, that figure got changed every time while depositing, while withdrawing. Right? That data is a transactional data. So then going forward in the future classes, we are going to discuss more about this master data governance. Until then, first we need to discuss about the topic is SAP. What is SAP? Just a second. So to introduction of SAP. So before coming to that SAP, we need to discuss basic understanding about ERP. So why we need to discuss this ERP? Because it is a business oriented package. It's a complete package. It's provide you the all kind of business solutions. The ERP, this is a complete package. Enterprise, resource and planning. So what kind of solution it is, it has provided means enterprise solution. Enterprise means, enterprise is a company. A resource means machinery or people. So these are resources. Through that we can generate the income. Enterprise, resource and planning. So if you start any kind of business, first what we required first, what is the main resource to start any kind of organization or business? First, money. Money is playing a key role. So without money we cannot do anything. So first, money. Once money is there, then we can start buying a products, like to manufacture. For example, we need to start a business to some manufacturing business. So end of the day, we need to produce one product. To produce a product, first we require to basic investment. Through that basic investment, we can purchase machinery. To perform these products, we require materials. These materials might be raw material, finished goods, and semi-finished goods. There are three different types of materials. Through this, using this machinery, using the manpower, using this material through manpower, we can produce the product. Correct? So this is the end-to-end scenario. This end-to-end scenario related all business solutions that is provided by this ERP package. Enterprise, resource and planning. So enterprise, to how to start the enterprise. So what are the resources are required? Then money is there, machinery, manpower, everything is, then we can do the planning. So to start a business, it is provided, these are all business solution. This SAP, particular SAP, this product comes under the ERP package. It's a one of the module in the ERP solution. This is one of the ERP solution, that is a SAP. Inside the ERP we have some other solutions also there. Before coming to that, what exactly is what kind of business scenarios are it is giving, like so real time we can see, we can do the purchasing or selling the products, purchasing the provisions. So the day to day transaction we are doing regularly. So in that, in every scenario it is a business scenario. So if you purchasing a provisions, that is an interaction with the customer and a vendor. Who's purchasing you is selling the product, that is a vendor. You are purchasing the products, you are the customer. There is a kind of business scenario, that is one of the business area. If you are if you are say if you are buying a new bike, there is a different scenario. Like that, any kind of scenario that is that behind there is a specific business scenario is required. So this kind of business scenarios are provided by the ERP. So what kind of, so what type of business scenarios it is providing? Just a simple example. So before, first we have to discuss this business scenario, small business scenario. What type of business, typical business scenarios, what type of typical business scenario, this is just example it is. So see here, just you assume like a customer, you are a customer. So just you need to purchase a car. Your requirement is you need to purchase a car. You have a budget of 10 lakhs. So you need to purchase a car. So what is your first activity, first step? So what you, just assume like you are a customer. So you have a money, 10 lakhs. So what is your first step to purchase a best car? What are you doing with this money? What is your first step to purchase a car? Hello, just please interact with me. I'm not asking any equal question. General business scenario. Yeah, Uma Maheshwar. So what you are doing? So you are a customer.
Sir,
Yeah,
sir, choosing correct car
very good. So
related to our budget, whatever the features we required.
very good, very good, excellent. So first we need to inquiry. So which car is the best car in the market under my budget, in this 10 lakh budget? What are the what are the types of cars are available? What are the new technology are including, or some top end models, different cars are there. In that you choose best car. For example, you choose like Desire, Maruti Desire car. Uh, so this product, to purchase this product, you decided to purchase a Maruti Desire car. So what is the next activity? What is your next activity? You decided to purchase a Maruti Desire car. Next, what is your next activity?
Going with finance or through full cash, we have to decide.
Yeah, yeah. So first,
Purchase.
yeah. So to purchase this car, first you are in your location. You are currently which area you are staying in this particular area, which is the best vendor in the market. Who is the best vendor in the market? Like we have a different types of, for example, if you take Maruti Suzuki showroom, different types of showrooms are available in the nearby locations. So you have to choose best vendor. That is the next step. Then whenever you are entering to the showroom, first you need to interact with the sales team. So sales team activity is what? Mamashwara, you are the salesperson. What is your responsibilities?
I have to welcome the customer, and I ask him whatever the requirements he have to purchase the car. What is his budget? I will ask him, and I will suggest some cars.
Okay.
And a variant. We have variants are there.
Yeah.
Based upon that, whatever the budget he have, I will suggest that variants.
Good. So we have decided this is a car. I require desire car. So what is the next activity? What you inform to the customer? So desire car is requirement.
I will
Yeah.
yes, sir.
So it is customer is agreed to
Then
purchase
after
this car. So then
hmm, I will give him quotation, sir. First of all,
good.
based upon his budget, I will whatever the discounts I have offers, and I will explain him. Then
Yeah.
after, I will tell he's interested in loan or full cash.
Yeah.
I will ask him. Then after whatever is selection, I
Hmm.
will go through it, and whatever the documents required. For example, if he is going for loan,
Yeah.
for
Yeah. Okay.
example,
Okay.
uh, I will call bank person and I will meet him,
Yeah.
and whatever the required documents I will tell him.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good, Kumar. So that's correct. So here he decided to purchase the car. First, we need to check this particular product is available or not. That is a secondary thing. So it is a particular product is ready or not. It is it is available in the shop floor execution or not. That is, he has to check first. So first check the inventory team. So this product is ready or not. So you have to check with inventory. The inventory team connected to production and planning department. The production, for example, this car currently it is not available. You have to give to the customer. There is some buffer time for 30 days or something according to the production. So you have to give some random date. So some tentative date they have to provide to us. So in this particular buffer time, they have start making this product. So in this production planning section, what is the activity? They need to purchase the products. That means materials. Purchase the material from the different vendors. So to make these products, different materials are required. Some materials finished good, semi-finished good, raw materials. So these materials are collected from the different vendors. For example, car engine related parts. That is purchased from the different customer, sorry, different vendor, and body parts, interior parts. That is collected from the different vendors. Like that, there is a different vendor. Through that, they will collect all the materials, and end of the day, they made a final good. The final product they will create it. So once it is done, this is informed to the inventory team. Through this inventory team connected to financial department. So financial department, according to the current GST values, live taxes, GST. So according to that, they will give you the on-road price, or these all details are decided by the this particular finance team. So once everything is done, this particular car come to the showroom in the shop floor execution part. So here in this particular business scenario, so through this you can inform to the finance team. Once finance team is done, then directly you can connect it to production team. Production team to you can get the information to inventory. Inventory to you can connect to the salesperson. Salesperson, what he is saying, the product is ready. Inform to the customer. Then if the sales team they inform to the customer your product is ready. Then get and collect the product. So that is a complete end-to-end scenario is going on every business scenario. Not only this particular one, every business scenario it is connected with the different objects, business objects, and these are all objects. We are discussing sales department, inventory department, production department, and SRM, that is a sales department, and customers CRM, customer relation management, and finance department. So these are all different objects under control the HR department. HR department activities are, this is a human resource department. Their selection or onboarding, offboarding, these are all activities, so are under controlled by this HR department. So like this, in the SAP level, every object we are discussing here, that is one module. So SAP level, this is one module, this is one module. To maintain the customer details, there is a separate module. Sales department, that is SD, sales and distribution, that is a separate module. Inventory related, plant maintenance and production planning, and finance, FICO, HR. So these are all, each and every object is a one particular module. So that in the SAP level, almost we have a 200 above models. In that, MDG is the one of the module. Okay, these are all predefined models. That is a package. So we no need to design any screens, nothing. There is a package. So for example, if you take sales and distribution, in that product, all sales related information, predefined programs and everything will be available. Directly he can interact with once he purchase this, automatically they can whatever the sales related information, they can stored into the server. The data will be, they can directly interact with the system, and they can save their data into the server. That those are the standard features are available in the this SAP. All kind of business solutions are available in the SAP models. These are all predefined models. Okay, these all objects, how it is come from ERP solution. This is a package. Under this package, this is a SAP is a, one of the object under the ERP. This ERP providing these business solutions. This kind of typical business solutions it is providing. Okay, this is just for example. So you understand, right, what is ERP? So ERP stands for enterprise resource planning. So it is a complete package. Inside this package, so we have a different types of except this SAP, we have a other objects also there. Ban, JD Edwards, Arkell, PeopleSoft, and our SAP. So why we have five options in that? Why SAP only popular in the market means, so apart from this SAP, so we have a band, JD Edwards, Oracle, PeopleSoft. These solutions are provided only medium, small companies only. Where if you have a huge amount of data, very large scale businesses, it's not suitable. The solutions are applicable for only limited, not for the complex design. Just now we discussed this kind of business scenarios. It will not suitable. It's suitable for many small range companies. They can choose this band, JD Edwards, Oracle, and PeopleSoft. And this particular SAP, this SAP, it's provided to the large. It is used by the large scale industries. So here the entire data will be stored into the centralized server. That means, so entire data that is handled to the server. So through that, the cost wise is heavy, but performance also it is good, and also it's provide the all predefined business solution. Because of through that, we cannot depending on other developers. So if you take any other application, so we need to, or we required every time developers. But here in the SAP solution, nothing is required. All are predefined solutions. Predefined solution, predefined objects, ready to use. So that is the reason it's most popular in the market. Okay. So here, just now we discussed with a typical business scenario, right? That related just information I have mentioned here. So in the ERP level, SAP is the one of the object. So going forward, we are discussing only with the SAP, right? So first of all, what is SAP? What is the history of SAP? When it is created, and who's created? So these things, if you go going forward to this information, so SAP is stands for System Application and Product and Data Processing. So why they given this name is, so we are developing the products through the programs, that means data processing, through the data processing. So entire data will be available in the server. So through that they given this name SAP, system application, system application product in data processing. So everyone don't call it as a SAP. It is a SAP. Just mentioning. If you anyone ask you what is your module, just say SAP. Just address it SAP MDG. So going forward, I will tell you what is your profession after completion of the course and everything we'll discuss. So this is that software. This is developed by. It's just now we discussed. It is a ERP software. It's one of the part in the ERP package. So this is started by five IBM consultants in the 1970s. So they're designed. Uh, there is a different types of layers actually. So after this slide, I will tell you what one by one. So here, this SAP solutions are supports all kind of business scenarios. So in every business scenario, this particular SAP products suitable. So here I mentioned 70% of all Fortune 500 companies and Fortune 100 companies. So for SME, they release a business by business. So almost all big companies, large scale companies are using this SAP products only. So in this SAP, as I already told you, this is designed in the 1972. So in this particular time, five IBM employees first they started. So whenever they started this, there is a they, uh, they have maintained R by one, R by two, R by three. So R means real time. The one, two, three, that is numbers are architectures. There's a three types of architecture. In the earlier, when there is no internet world. So they started with a small object. That means here the R by one. So that they started working with the servers on the time. So first they introduce R, real just server related programming they design. Then after they are uh, designed in the 1982 R by 2 architecture. R by 2 means real time two tier architecture. Client is that nothing but client server interaction. Client server architecture. So in this R by 2 architecture, see here, in the R by 2 architecture, there is a one server. This server connected with a different clients. So through this, whatever the client is requested, that is hit to the server, the response given back to the particular client. So this is developed in the 1980. So through this, the data transferring is going on. So it is good. Okay, but what happened? See here, if you increase this client count, what happened? The performance will be degraded because of. So if you increase this client count, the request will be huge number of requests will be generated and hit to the server. So to give the responses, server will take time. So that is the reason the response will that would be delayed. So that is the reason they rejected this architecture. So this is one of the biggest disadvantage here, performance issue. So that they release one more architecture, that is a R by 3 architecture, real time three tier architecture. So this three tier architecture, it has three layers. The three layers are database server layer, application layer, and presentation layer. Currently we are following this layer only. The real time also we are following this layer. So if you see presentation layer, this presentation layer means whichever we can view the object. How can view the object? For example, if you view icons or something, how can view the application? Through the laptop, desktop, or smartphones, or These are the presentation layers. So while we are entering, for example, I need to find particular customer details. So you can interact with the screen. How to interact with the screen? Through laptop, phones, like whichever we can view. Whichever we can view, that is a layer is called presentation layer. There we can enter the data. There we can display the data. There, that particular data we can view. So that particular layer is called presentation layer. So in the presentation layer section, these are the presentation layer. So customers are we are this users can request the data through presentation layer. To request the data, we required to run the application. What is we required? Phones, laptop, desktop. Through this only we can connect to the application and we can request some data. That is the process. So whichever we can view the data is called, that layer is called presentation layer. That is like your laptop, desktops. And through that you can request it to the server. So, but here in this case, it will the request directly it will not hit to the server. In the medium, in between server and presentation server and this database server, in medium there is a layer, that is the application layer. So this application layer activity is what? So this application layer decided based on the client requirement. That means client specific. So one application layer is dedicated for India, UK, US, like this. Different the server into divided into different partitions. So in this partition, this application layer it has n number of programs to perform this activity. So whenever the user is requested data that is processing into this application layer, then it hit to the only one hit, not multiple hits. Only single one hit, it brings the data from the server, from database server. So database server activity is what? Here the data stored permanently. Whatever the data will be stored central location, that is server. Here it is a secure data, that is data stored in the server. So through this application layer, through whatever the user requested, that is hit to the server and it's bring the data from this application layer. So whatever he requested, that is sent back to the particular customer. That is a through presentation layer. So this activity performed through this three layer: database layer, presentation layer, and application layer. So this architecture is called R by 3 architecture. In this we have three layers. Through this, whichever we are requesting, that is processing on the application server. Through that, one single hit, it's connected to, it will bring the data from the database layer, and then same programs it is connected to presentation layer. So through this, what happened? The data got segregated as per the request. So three different layer. This is connected to only Indian customers. This is connected to UK customer. So they won't involve into other application servers like that. Through that, what happened? Performance automatically increased as compared to the previous architecture. So in the real time, we are using this architecture only. Entire SAP following this R by 3 architecture. Is it clear, all of you? So inside here, there is a different types of versions in SAP. So first version, they released in the R by 3 section. They released first version is the ECC version. ECC 5.0, the 5 year number indicating that is a year, which year it is released. This is released in the 2005. This particular version, it is not supported for all kind of business scenario. That means all objects, there is some basic objects only involved, the finance objects and customer related, some few business scenarios only they added in this 2005 this release section. So ECC, this is nothing but a database. So here ECC means enterprise core component. So this SAP data, that is the data will be available in this particular DB section, ECC, enterprise core component. So this release, after this release in the 2006, they released one accurate version, that is a 6.0, ECC 6.0. This is the last version in the ECC. ECC 6.0, this is the last version. So in this 6.0 level, they have added, sorry, can you see my screen, right? You can see my screen? Okay. So in this particular version, we have a EHP enhancement package. This AHP package is 8.0. So this ECC version 6.0, the ECC level, this is the last version. In this ECC 6.0 level, almost all kind of business solutions, all kind of models, almost 150 above models are added. How they added in the from the basic version to here, that is EHP package, enhancement package. Enhancement means, so for example, how they acquired this all tools means, for example, they have designed some basic objects. The outside, for example, here I mentioned BO, the BI, BO, this object, analytical objects, that is designed by other vendors, other third party vendors, they design. But what they are doing, this SAP, they acquire their their tools and they are included into this particular SAP, so that going forward, what happened, the count will increase almost, till now we have 200 above models in SAP. So how they increase, how they added means through this enhancement package. This is the last version of enhancement package 8.0. ECC version 6.0, inside this enhancement package 8.0. Through this, they can added, they added the latest, they added the additional object, business related objects are there are included using this EHP 8.0. So what are the additional tools? Means few of the example, the business objects, business integrations, these are the models they added. And going forward, there are the different models: CRM, customer relation management, supplier relation, and plant maintenance. Like that, we have almost 200 models. So until till this ECC version continues 2009. So after 2014 onwards, so up to 2014, SAP depending on other DBs, Oracle, some other third party DBs, they depended. So from 2014 onwards, SAP designed their own database. That database name is S4 HANA. SAP own database S4 HANA. So this is the latest one. So currently we are using SAP HANA only. All kind of objects, all kind of projects we can design through SAP S4 HANA. Earlier in the before 2014, they used this ECC version. In the real time also, some projects continuing this ECC version. But recently, for every project upgrading to S4 HANA versions. This continuation developments are the implementations are going on regularly. So for every object level, like here we mentioned CRM is, so everything connected to S4 HANA, this own database. So here as compared to ECC, here performance wise, coding wise, it's very fast. Okay, this is the latest version S4 HANA. S4 HANA means they are replacing this ECC to S4 HANA. They are just replacing. This is ECC depending on other DBs, so that they are replacing this and they introduce and place on top of it S4 HANA. SAP own database. This is SAP own database S4 HANA. Okay. So these are the versions. The 1972 one tier, two tier in the it is 1972 R by 3 structure. Then after in the ECC version 6.0, this is the last ECC version and the last enhancement package 8.0. current in the this is designed in 2014, released in 2015. So this is the current highest version in the market, that is a S4 HANA. These are the SAP versions. So I already told you SAP having almost 200 above models. In that, few of the model their names: SD, sales and distribution; material, material management; finance, controlling; human resource, customer relation, supplier relationship management; supply chain, advanced planner. Like this, MDG is also one of the model in SAP. Okay, so this is you have to know about it, because of once you complete your course, so you are attending SAP MDG classes from the next week. The MDG classes are continuing from the next week after completion of these basics. So after completion of the course, after getting your job, what is your designation? So what is your designation? Our designation, SAP related designation, we are calling like a consultants. We are also developers, but in SAP terminology, we are all our designation is a consultant. What kind of consultant? I'm learning SAP MDG. I got a job on SAP MDG. You are the SAP MDG consultant. If you get a job on ABAP, you are the ABAP technical consultant. Or basis, you are the basis consultant. SD consultant, SAP SD consultant. Or PP consultant. Like that, that is our designation got decided based on your model. So we are all calling like a consultants. So in this this consultants are divided into three sections. So functional consultant, technical consultant, and basis consultants. Three sections. In the real time, all three categories are involved into one particular one project. So who is the functional consultant? Who is the technical? Who is the basis? Functional consultant means here functional consultant activity is what? They are directly interact with the clients. They directly interact with the clients and they gather the requirement from the client. Whatever the project requirement, they have to they have gathered the requirements and they have to prepare the functional documents, functional specification documents. Then according to that, they will design the project. That means functional configuration. There is no coding this part. This consultant nothing involved into the coding. There is no coding. This is just data configurations and interaction with the clients. According to them, they have to design the functional documents. So whatever the functional document is they have designed, that is forwarded to technical team. So whatever the coding part is involved, so reports or something, any coding related activity, that is performed by technical team. So technical team here, that is a language is ABAP, ABAP, ABAP language. The same language like C, C++, Java, .NET, same like here SAP level. There is a technical language, that is ABAP, Advanced Business Applications. Complete abbreviation is Advanced Business Application. It is a coding part. Here 100% of coding. It's a complete this object developed by coding only. Who's developed? ABAPers. This consultant we are calling like ABAPers, ABAP technical consultants or ABAPers. And who this candidates? Basis. We know the functional consultant, okay. Technical, okay. And who these candidates? These candidates are controlling the server. Server maintenances. Server maintenance means some application installations and providing the authorization to the each function, each user, whether it is a functional or functional. If it is a functional, they are providing only functional authorization. This particular consultant is a technical, they are providing the technical authorizations or job server job monitorings, server maintenance, performance issues rectification, providing the authorizations, So these are all under control. Server related, what are the tasks that is handled by the basis team. Their designation is basis consultant. They are calling like a basis consultant. Okay. So like this, your designation got decided. So end up your training, you are trained on which model? SAP MDG. You are involving the coding part or not? You are not involving the coding part. You are purely functional consultant. You are not involving any technical part. Complete configuration. There is no here. There is no zero coding. Here, complete zero coding. It's complete configuration. You are the end of this course. What is your designation? If anyone ask you what you are attend, what type of trainings you are attending, what is your answer? How to address it?
SAP
SAP
MDG.
MDG, sir.
That's what I'm saying. Don't call it like SAP. SAP. SAP MDG. SAP MDG. What type of consultant?
Functional consultant.
Very good. SAP. You are the SAP MDG functional consultants. Okay. You are not technical. You are not basis. You are the functional consultant. Your job responsibilities are what? Gathering the requirement from the clients, design the documents, data preparations, configurations. This is your daily job roles and responsibilities. Understand? Okay. So this is the roles. Just now we discussed, right? How to, what is in the real time, what functional consultant is doing, technical consultant is doing, and uh, basis consultant is doing. So this is SAP is a software sorry, this production. We have a providing the servers to practice this uh, whichever we are next week from not next week, next two classes onward. We are going to start with the development process. So through that, where we practice this, we are practicing on servers. We are providing the servers for 5 month server access. We will providing into this particular course. Through that, you can practice this all objects onto the server. So basically, in the real time, there is a two types of servers available in the market: production software servers and IDS software. The production these softwares are using by the companies, not us. We are using IDS softwares. IDS means International Demonstration Education System. So this demo server, sandbox systems, we are calling like this. So this is for only training purpose. How to design, just training purpose. In the market, whatever whichever we are providing to you, those servers are IDS softwares. IDS server. Okay, training servers. These are all training servers. So generally we cannot install this SAP directly into our laptop or desktop. So there's ABAP related the few models we can install into the laptop, but we require more memory. RAM capacity is also huge. Then only we can install these objects. So what type of minimum? This is the minimum requirement. So through this, we can get low performance. Maximum, uh, at least 250, 250 GB of hard disk is required. Minimum requirement. This is minimum code development process. But we no need to require these main things for our MDG. We are directly providing the remote system, remote servers. So directly you can connect with the remote servers and you can work with that only. Minimum requirement also fine. So this is for specifically from some coding related few models we can install in the laptop. But this is nothing is required. Just information. I maintain this points. Okay. So this is enough for today, just for introduction. So what we discussed today, so we discussed few of the topics about SAP. So what is ERP, what is SAP, and what are the when it is started, and what are the versions, and uh, in the SAP related models and typical business scenario and SAP consultants. Okay, these are the objects we discussed today. Okay, so any doubts in this session? In this particular session, any doubts? Please ask me any kind of doubts. I'm not talking about only for this training. So what's going on in the next future classes, and uh, how, and after completion of the course, what is your position? So any kind of doubts you can clarify this here. So in this particular session, any doubts? No doubts, right? Okay. So what we are providing this particular course, just let me explain to you. Just give me a minute.